Jason&Jabari.
All right, what's up, guys? This is Jason from the Jason&Jabari Gaming, and today we finally get to select the Reunion Crystal Selector Champion. The first champion that I have to display here is Punisher 2099. I think he's a very strong candidate for me today. He's going to be excellent in Battlegrounds. I do have some other tech champions that I've recently taken to rank 3. I have a decent size roster for rank 3 champions, but his playstyle and his kit makes it where your opponent doesn't gain a lot of power, and he also on defense hits really hard on the block with block penetration. I've been a long-time fan of Punisher 2099 back when Battlegrounds was starting out. I would say like the first half of the year I did put him in my deck a couple of different metas at rank 3 or rank 4, because I don't remember if we had a lot of rank 4s back then or not. But anyway, moving on to the next candidate that I have that I'm considering is ManThing. ManThing cannot be crit. Basically, the critical hits receive no extra damage. They would just be regular hits that look like crit hits. He's very, very tanky. His health pool is pretty sizable. I think he's top 5 in the game. With health pools, he could have bumped down a little bit, so definitely top 10 when it comes to health pools. So I really love defensive rank ups for Battlegrounds, so he'd just be a wall. We do have the crit me meta coming up, I think the next meta, so he'd be good for that. And honestly, I'm of the mindset of defense over offense. I can use champions offensively, but the defense, in my opinion, will save you more often than the offense, and that's just my opinion. It's okay to disagree with that philosophy if you like. I always am under the impression, you know, offense sells tickets, defense wins championships, but you know, I digress. Moving on to the next candidate that I'm considering is Misty Knight. There's some controversy around her. I don't know why. I think she's a pretty solid champion. At rank 3, she can be very, very tricky on defense with all the utility that she has. Offensively, she's a bit lackluster, but she can get the job done. I don't think she'll be like super fast, but she would have respectable scores in my opinion. Respectable scores in my opinion would be 48-49 scores, and I definitely think she's capable of scores like that. I don't think that she's going to be putting up way too many 50k plus scores unless she's punching down, but she's still a solid champion in my opinion to invest in. I fought her way back in the day when I won the Fall Brawl Championship against one of my good friends, Forgotten, and he had her fully ranked up, and fortunately at that time I did have Hitmonkey to counteract her shenanigans, but had I not had Hitmonkey, she was going to be a major problem. I tried Domino against her and got wrecked. I mean, she was just evading and counterattacking it, and it got kind of crazy. But yeah, those are the 3 that I'm primarily considering the most. So I for some reason I got that bug here where it shows that I have the token like for the calendar, but it keeps showing that I have 2 instead of 3. So I had to restart my game because I was like, what in the world is going on here? But once I restarted my game, I believe that it gave me the token. I know some other content creators were talking about it, It's just a little bug. It doesn't, I mean, it didn't jip you of your token. But the other way that you got the other token was to do the 1-star, 2-star arenas. And Kabam gave you a token for free, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Or was it through like some form of a platinum track or some crap? I can't remember, to be honest. I think it was free, so I think they just gave it to you, but I can't remember. But anyway, here are the 6 champions that we are looking to select from. Wags is a very strong champion. If I didn't already have the 3 that I really wanted, I honestly would be choosing Wags. Venom Pool, I'm not really the biggest fan of, but I'm not a Venom Pool hater. I do like him as equally as I like Venom. And that's, that's pretty good. iHulk, I'm not the biggest fan, but I love Buddy Lee. That's my homie. Larson, he's the homie as well. So yeah, iHulk is pretty cool, man. But yeah, so here I'm just kind of mulling things over in my head, just kind of figuring out what I want to do, who I want to go with, what will work the best for me and my roster as far as the direction that I'm seeking. Primarily, I am a Battlegrounds focused player, but I do play War high tier. It's just right now I'm on a bit of a break, so Battlegrounds is going to take priority for me right now. This season I will be staying in my retirement home this season with Sandman 2. So War is, I mean, we play like tier 3, tier 2 wars, so it's not the, we don't rank up for that really, or at least we're not required to, I should say. So anyway, still deciding. Start to select Punisher 2099, but yeah, then we go to ManThing, then we go to Misty, because I gotta be over dramatic and indecisive about every decision that I decide to make. Then we go back to ManThing, and yeah, I'm just like, here we go. ManThing it is. Again, out of all those champions, those 3 mainly, I think ManThing is going to serve me the best. Yes, everyone can argue that there's very strong science attackers out there that could nuke him. I mean, there's cosmic attackers out there that could nuke Punisher 2099, and non-champions or non-class advantage champions that could nuke all 3 of these champions. That argument to me doesn't really hold too much weight, simply because everybody has a hard counter. Everybody has multiple counters to certain champions, especially in specific metas, right? So it ultimately comes down to you and the decision that is most comfortable for you and your playstyle in your specific deck. Obviously, I'm referring to Battlegrounds and what you're lacking in your opinion at that point in time. Again, I think a strong defense is more so often than not going to save you over a strong attacker. Now, granted, dual threats are even better, and Punisher 2099 arguably is the best dual threat out of the 3. However, I have a strong tech rank 3 champions in Starkey and Red Skull and Guardian at high sig. So I've already have 3 of strong tech champions, but I didn't really have any strong mystic champions, and I was falling back more so on champions like Rentra and champions that were ascended as far as mystic. So it just needed to be beefed up a bit, so that's why we went with ManThing. Again, the health pool at rank 3 will be crazy, and here I'm adding the striker to him, taking it off of my ascended ManThing. Yes, I am a ManThing fan, obviously, that's why I ascended mine, and hopefully he'll serve me well. Yeah, he'll get nuked at times, and other times he'll come in clutch. So I'm pretty excited about this. Let me know what you guys decided to do. This is just me putting him in my deck for you guys to see that he will be present in my deck at rank 2 until I decide to take him to rank 3, if I decide to do so. If you like this video, if it was informative, if you disagree or agree, just be respectful and let me know in the comments below. Help push us through the algorithm, and yeah, I'm very curious to see what you guys got, so definitely let me know. We're dangerously close to through 2,000 subs thanks to all of you guys, so keep doing what you're doing, like and subscribe.